Okay, what's going on, people? Let's get this video out quickly because it is very agitating to me and very annoying to me. The concept, the thought, the process of even thinking that Microsoft could acquire EA, Bluehole, or better yet, even Valve. Now, part of the reason why I don't think that Microsoft should acquire any of these is simple. Look at the studios Microsoft has closed down. Lionhead Studios, Ensemble Studios, Press Play, FASA Studios, XNS Sports, Microsoft Game Studios Japan, Digital Anvil, Aces Studios, Bizarre Creations. Look at the studios they've let go. Talented studios like Bungie, Epic. They've had bad partnerships with Platinum Games, failed business partnerships with Quantum Break, Recore, Rise, Sunset Overflop, Project Spark, and people always say, what happened to the old Sony? But I say, what happened to the old Microsoft? What happened to Flight Simulator, Brute Force, Project Gotham Racing, MechWarrior, MechAssault, Rally Sport Challenge, Jade Empire, Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. So many good games on the original Xbox, but what do they have going now? Not a lot. I mean, look at 2018, people. The games being released by Microsoft titled as exclusive in 2018. Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2, and Sea of Thieves. And out of all three of those minuscule titles, only one game is made by a Microsoft first-party studio, and that is Sea of Thieves. Now imagine if Sony or Nintendo was only developing one game a year. Imagine that, because that is exactly what is happening with Microsoft first-party studios in 2018. And that, to me, is absolutely pathetic. Pathetic. And this is the kind of irony that makes me laugh, because I remember the drones. I remember people like Iron Wolf and Kaleidoscope and all the rest of those jabronis talking to me, arguing about me, lying to me, claiming that Microsoft had more game studios making more quality games than Sony does. And how that can even be thought of is absolutely ridiculous. So let's get to the actual point of my video, because my point is clear and my point is simple. Microsoft purchasing Bluehole, EA, and or Valve would be terrible not only for gaming, but terrible for gamers as well. It's terrible for gaming because Microsoft cannot create, cannot manage, and cannot cultivate any type of game studio. Namely, simply, and quickly, game studios that partner with Microsoft, that get bought by Microsoft, that go into second-party relationships or timed exclusivity with Microsoft, they end up flopping, failing, and not doing good business. Period. Now, if they buy Bluehole, that game will be run into the ground. If they buy EA, their games will be run below the surface, as EA is already run into the ground. But here is my biggest concern. If Microsoft were to buy EA and or Valve, it would be one of the worst things to ever happen in the history of gaming. Mark my words, the history of gaming. People, we already see where Microsoft is going. They don't care about gaming. They don't care about building or cultivating studios. They care about services and residual numbers. They care about subscriptions and, you guessed it, Game Pass. Now, why after announcing that exclusives will be day one with Game Pass are we hearing rumors of Microsoft acquiring EA and Valve? Because they don't want EA and Valve games. They're not concerned about Half-Life, Portal, Team Fortress Classic, Left 4 Dead, Madden, whatever. They are not concerned with the games. They want Origin and they want Steam. It's no secret that the Windows Store is an absolute flop, but imagine if Microsoft acquired Origin and Steam, rolled both of those, the Windows Store and Xbox Live, all into one unified service, and boom, just like that, you have the largest, most powerful, most dominant, most influential gaming service on the planet. Now, Valve already has upwards of 80% of the digital gaming market. Now, imagine adding EA's Origin and Xbox Live on top of that. That is complete and utter total domination. That is damn near a monopoly. And what we do not need right now in gaming is a monopoly. An almighty, soon-to-be trillion-dollar company dominating gaming, killing competition, putting nearly all PC purchases under one banner and applying a Game Pass to it. This is not something I'm for, and this is something I am 1,000% against. I do not want Microsoft running the entire games industry. I do not want Microsoft running the entire PC gaming industry. I do not want Microsoft turning gaming as a whole into a service. And even outside of Microsoft, I do not want anybody trying this. Not Apple, not Nintendo, not Sony, not anyone. Now, the fanboys will tell you that this is cool because they act like they're board members in the war room, but really, they're just idiots playing cheerleader for a company that does not care about them. Microsoft could charge $200 per game, and these morons would find some way to damage control and justify it. But bottom line, this is bad, and I pray to God, that it never happens.